Hello, my little friends. Welcome to the Littlestory channel. I'm Bella. Have fun and learn with today's story. Remember, every story has something special to teach you. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you won't miss the new stories. Shall we begin? It was a quiet morning in the house of the three kitten siblings, Mimi, the oldest and most curious, Lily, the playful and clever one, and Snowball, the youngest and most affectionate. They were used to playing together around the house, chasing after toys and hiding in their favorite corners. But that day, something strange happened. While Mimi and Lily were playing with a colorful ball, they noticed that Snowball wasn't around. The little white kitten had disappeared. "Mimi, have you seen Snowball?" Lily asked, her voice filled with concern. Mimi looked around and realized their little brother was truly missing. "He was just here. Maybe he's napping somewhere," Mimi suggested, trying to hide the growing fear in his heart. The two kittens began searching the house. First, they ran to the bedroom, where Snowball often curled up for naps on the bed. Nothing. Then they checked the living room, peeking under the couch, but he wasn't there either. Time was ticking by, and the absence of Snowball was starting to scare them more and more. "What if he's stuck somewhere?" Lily said, her eyes glistening with worry. "We need to find him, fast." The two siblings decided to split up and search every possible spot Snowball could have wandered into. Mimi went to the kitchen, while Lily headed down to the basement, a dark place that always gave them an uneasy feeling. As Mimi entered the kitchen, he started sniffing around. "Snowball! Where are you?" he called out, but there was no response. He checked under the table, behind the chairs, and even jumped up onto the counter to see if Snowball had somehow climbed onto the shelves. But there was no sign of their brother. Meanwhile, Lily slowly made her way down the stairs into the basement, her heart pounding faster. It was dark and filled with old boxes, but she knew she had to be brave. Could Snowball have wandered down here? She wondered as her eyes tried to adjust to the shadows. "Snowball, are you there?" she called out, her voice echoing off the cold walls. But all she heard in return was silence. Could Snowball be lost somewhere deeper in the house? Or worse, could he be hurt? Back in the living room, Mimi and Lily met again. Both were tired, and more worried than ever, they sat down side by side. "Where could he be, Mimi?" "We've looked everywhere," Lily said, her voice trembling. Mimi, who always tried to be the strong older brother, looked at Lily with a mix of fear and determination. "We can't give up. We haven't checked the attic yet, but it's so high and spooky." "Could Snowball have gone up there?" he asked, mostly to himself. The two kittens looked up at the ceiling, where the attic door sat ominously above them. The attic was a place they usually avoided, a dark and cluttered space full of forgotten things. But with Snowball missing, they had no other choice. "Come on, Lily. Let's go check the attic. He might be there, and we have to be brave." They slowly climbed the stairs, their hearts pounding faster with each step. When they reached the attic door, Mimi pushed it open with his paw, the creak of the hinges echoing through the house. The attic was even darker than they imagined, with cobwebs in the corners and old boxes scattered everywhere. "Do you think he's really up here?" Lily whispered, her eyes scanning the dim room. Mimi took a deep breath. "We have to find out, Lily. Let's search together." And so, the two kittens began to walk through the attic, their little hearts filled with fear but also hope. Everything was silent except for the soft padding of their paws on the dusty floor. But suddenly, something broke the silence, a faint meow, barely audible. "Did you hear that?" Lily asked, her eyes wide. "Yes, it was him," Mimi replied, his heart racing. "Snowball. We're here," he called out, his voice full of hope. But where was he hiding? Was he hurt? Or was he just too scared to come out? The two siblings' adventure was far from over, and the search for their little brother was only growing more intense. What will they find in the attic? And is Snowball okay? The story doesn't end here, and what comes next is something only the next chapter will reveal. Mimi and Lily's hearts raced as they followed the faint sound of Snowball's meows. The attic felt even bigger now, with every shadow seeming to stretch endlessly into the darkness. They moved carefully, stepping over old furniture and dusty boxes, their ears pricked up, trying to catch any hint of where their little brother might be. "Snowball, where are you?" Mimi called again, louder this time. Another faint meow echoed back. "He's close," Lily whispered, her voice filled with a mix of relief and worry. But just as they started moving toward the sound, a loud thud came from the far corner of the attic. Both kittens froze, their eyes wide. "What was that?" Lily gasped, her tail puffing up in fear. "I don't know, but we have to be brave. Snowball is counting on us," Mimi said, though even he felt a shiver run down his spine. Step by step, they crept closer to the far end of the attic, where the shadows seemed thicker and the air colder. As they approached an old chest, the meows became clearer. "He's in there!" Lily exclaimed, her voice trembling with excitement. But the chest was closed tight, and it seemed too heavy for the two kittens to open. How did Snowball get inside? Mimi wondered, his mind racing with questions. Is he trapped? Is he hurt? Determined, Mimi tried pushing the chest with all his might, but it barely budged. Lily joined in, her small paws pushing against the dusty wood. "Come on, Snowball, we're almost there," she murmured, as if her words could give them strength. Just as they were about to give up, the chest creaked open slightly. From inside, a soft, white paw poked out. "Snowball," both kittens shouted in unison, their hearts leaping with joy. But then, something strange happened. The attic light flickered, casting eerie shadows across the room, and the chest slammed shut again. "What's happening?" Lily whispered, her voice shaking. "Stay calm," Mimi said, though his heart pounded in his chest. "We'll get him out. We just need to find a way." But how? The attic seemed to have a mind of its own, and with every second that passed, the situation felt more mysterious. Was there something in the attic they didn't know about? Could there be a reason Snowball was stuck in that chest? As the two kittens stood there, unsure of what to do next, another sound filled the room, a deep, creaking noise, like something shifting in the shadows. They looked at each other, their eyes filled with fear but also determination. Snowball was still inside, and they couldn't leave him. "What do we do now?" Lily asked, her voice barely a whisper. "We keep going," Mimi said, his voice steady. "We're not leaving without him." But what would they find next? And could they save Snowball before it was too late? The mystery of the attic was far from solved, and the adventure of the three siblings was only just beginning. With a final burst of determination, Mimi and Lily pushed against the heavy chest once more. This time, something magical happened. The chest creaked open fully, revealing their tiny brother, Snowball, nestled inside but unharmed. His wide blue eyes blinked up at his siblings, filled with relief. "Snowball!" Lily cried, wrapping her paws around him, pulling him close. Mimi joined in, purring as loud as ever, feeling the weight of their fear and worry melt away. Snowball, though a little shaken, was happy to be back in the arms of his siblings. "How did you get stuck in there?" Mimi asked, still curious. "I was exploring," Snowball explained, "and the chest lid just fell shut. I couldn't get out." Lily nuzzled him. "We were so scared. But we didn't give up, and neither did you." Together, the three kittens made their way back down from the attic, feeling the warmth of the sun shining through the windows as they returned to the familiar coziness of their home. Their adventure had been frightening, but it had brought them even closer together, showing them just how strong they were as a family. From this story, we can learn the importance of perseverance, teamwork, and courage. When things seem scary or uncertain, having the support of those who love you can make all the difference. Mimi and Lily never gave up on finding their brother, and Snowball didn't stop calling for help. It's a reminder that, no matter how difficult a situation may seem, facing it with determination and togetherness can lead to a happy ending. Did you enjoy today's episode? If so, please give the video a like and leave a comment below. Tell me what you learned. Share it with your friends so they can join our adventure too. Also, check out this story here, it's amazing. Trust me,